We've already done that before. It's like tired and bullshit. Welcome
to the Tone Jerks Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
He's trying out for one of the Budweiser frogs or whatever.
Yeah. I heard they're having a resurgence. They found the CGI files on those. They're gonna bring them back.
Yeah, no, they were Budweiser.
Yeah, that's right. It was the dudes. What? It was so annoying.
But anyways, Kyle, what's new in your world?
I mean, it was so funny and original at the time. What's new in my world?
Next.
It's been working, man.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
Working for a living.
Yeah. So recently I've been working on compiling my EDC stuff. I've been, buying it and receiving it from people sent, my wife gave me something or I guess I got something for free when I ordered something. So so I've been putting things together.
Yeah.
Just simple things, right? I guess. I got this fanny pack. That's what we call them in the U.S. A fanny. Fanny pack. Which fanny's the other side, fellas, over here. Okay?
Yeah. Wait, fanny.
Fanny in England means it's the front butt.
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah, because I think a fanny is like a butt. Like your bum.
Well, it's not, yeah. That's a bum, but a fanny is on the other side.
For chicks, right? Not.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
This is a fanny pack. I got it free with an order I placed
for dudes.
Yeah, bollocks. So we got this for free when I bought a backpack. So I'm like, well, I might as well use it. Might as well put some stuff in it. And so my wife had got me like a little channel lock set, a little I'll try to pull it out now. This little guy, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that shows up, but it's a little guy. It's like let me see. I don't have my camera up for some reason. So,
yeah.
Made in Germany, little guy. It adjusts.
Yeah.
So you can get just if you need it. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll put that in my pack. I have my set of headphones. They're really meant for like shooting. They're like shooting head for hearing protection. But also you can plug in like if you wanted like a radio or they'll do Bluetooth to your phone.
Yeah. So
you can actually have a phone conversation. We tried doing that with the podcast. The quality was not that great. But at least they work really well with the actual gun side of it. But the phone, the Bluetooth, it doesn't sound that great.
Gotcha.
My uncle had sent me a little, just like it's more like a survival knife you'd put. I don't know if I really want to put this in there, but I'm like, well, it's on my table here. Let me just find a place for it for now. I have other knives.
Yeah.
I'll probably put my
Benchmade.
My Benchmade one in here, but I went looking for it yesterday, and the table I put it on, I think one of the cats knocked it underneath the sofa.
Yeah.
I just blame them for everything. So this is kind of cool. It's a fixed blade knife. It's got on the grip or on the sheath, it's got like I guess it's a multi-tool. And I do have a Leatherman. I probably throw in this thing too. It's got a rope cutter, so you can actually cut like a rope with it. You can sharpen the blade with these, and then there's a striker edge right here too. So that's kind of cool. That's another thing I put in my pack.
Yeah.
And then I put my fireball yo-yo in there,
I do like this is dumb kind of. Is it a hobby? But it's also like the idea of like justifying like, well, what if I need it?
Yeah.
I do know some other people are like I like how they hit us up in the group. Oh, this is what I carry, my everyday carry.
Yeah.
People are like it's actually a thing that's like, oh, it's not like, I mean, to go overboard. I mean, on certain things, yeah, and I think even just what I carry for work is overboard. But I've used some of those things and they've come in handy. The floss, hello, and getting your, I was gonna
You're thinking too practical here.
yeah.
Thinking too practical.
You need a giant knife to pick your teeth.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna carry this. It was just like I said, it was literally sitting here. I'm like, yeah, let's give it a home for the time being.
Yeah.
My wife a while ago got this plasma lighter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I fucking throw that in this bag too. So it pops open, and then it has, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Let's see.
Yeah, you can see it.
There's something black behind it, but it looks a little X pattern, but it sounds cool too.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's good in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about like torrential wind, but it's kind of interesting. I'm like, fucking charge that thing up. Let's throw it in.
Yeah. That's
see how long it lasts.
I don't have a lighter. I've yet to ever really need a lighter, but I'm like, I want a Zippo.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Get a brass one.
So I'm gonna put lighter in. There's an internal pouch in there, a zipper pouch inside the zipper pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Put my lighter next to the yo-yo, just so we know it's ready to roll.
Yeah.
This also has a pouch for this is actually meant for like concealing like a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably won't. This thing's kind of small for that, but at least in my opinion. Actually, fuck it. I'm not gonna put this knife in there. Sorry, too big. But anyways, it's a cool little pouch I got for free. So, probably put it
leave it
in a spot that you can probably leave it in my car. I'm probably not gonna walk around with this. If I do, it'll be a chest. I'm not gonna wear it across my waist.
Yeah,
not there yet.
I don't think I've worn a fanny pack since I was like a kid. But they're back. They're people wear them. They're hip now.
I should put this on the front of it.
Hell yeah, boiler.
Just hang it from the front here, just like
yeah. Yeah. I'm digging it, getting the EDC going.
Yeah. That's been just something I kind of did today because I had some of that stuff in. I was putting it in one spot. I'm like, let me just put it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let me charge this bastard and I was looking for my fucking whatever. Wow, I can't remember the name of the knife you just said. Benchmade. I was looking for the Benchmade. I couldn't find it. So found my wife's again though. So I'm like, here, put this in your EDC shit. She's like, I don't know. I have EDC shit.
You need to
buy EDC.
You need to buy more crap so you can carry it around and be.
Yeah. Duh. So I might put this inside that other bag there, just to keep it all in one spot, so I can
lose it all.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, lose everything all at one time.
All at once.
It's like when people put their ID in with their phone and their credit cards.
Yeah.
So that you can just like, oh, it's all gone. Someone stole my phone. Not only that, they stole everything.
Yeah, I think I've told you about like how at my mall, it was like on Christmas Eve or whatever, somebody like left their phone, which had their ID, their credit cards, their essentially Tesla key on there.
Yeah.
And it was just in the parking lot. And I'm like, and then they're like, oh, well.
Go on.
And I found it. And I'm like, okay, let me, take this. I'm like, like this phone is like pretty much on, like it's dying. It's pretty much only like findable by whatever. Anyway, so I'm like, let me plug it in so maybe they can call or we can try calling them or something. They're like, whoever, like we'll pick it up, but it's like not gonna be till the day after Christmas. I'm like, so you're gonna have like a day and a half, like 2 days you're without everything.
Yeah, where you're gonna cancel everything, you're gonna freak out.
No, the person didn't. They picked it up and then they're like, cool, thanks. I'm like, not. And I've talked about this, but I'm like, not that I'm expecting you to like suck my dick or anything, but it's like, could you
I'm
be
a good person?
Oh yeah, that. But also, I'm like, I don't know. Can you like understand? Like, to me, I'm worried for you, and for you, you're like, anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Shit just works out for me. Bye. Like, you stupid fuck.
Oh, I forgot I have this lighter, this brass one.
Hell yeah.
That you think was stupid, but now you like brass.
But is it a lighter? No, it's a cover.
It's a cover
For a plastic lighter.
for a plastic lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get rid of this thing. It's a little mini.
Yeah.
Throw that thing away.
Yeah.
Remember, though, I bought this thing. It was for like a regular size Bic, and then it came in for the mini. I was like, what the fuck?
God damn it. I wanted a
They
bigger
got
piece
me.
of metal.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's going in.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I'm finding all this shit. I have these
just-
pins, too, dude. I can put these pins on the fucking front. This is a MPC. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Keep going. You keep talking. I'm gonna keep working
I'm
on this.
finding crap that I want to carry, and it just now makes your fanny pack 5 pounds.
Yeah, nice, dude.
This makes it hard to carry.
Yeah, every day, maybe like every other day. God damn.
Well, okay, when I have shit that works, like that comes in handy, I feel like that's why I do it. So on my keys, this is it's grown. I don't know if you can see. So this is my key. Like, so I got, things I've talked about. I got my picks, little carrier got from Levy's or whatever from NAMM years ago. Keep a guitar pick, bass pick, stuff, shit like that in there. And then got my, eargasm. Dumb. When I read that, I'm like, oh, I forgot that's what they're called. Stupid, but they're great. I love these.
I can't. I found a brand new empty container. I can't find my. I think they fell off my keychain or something.
Mm-hmm. I remember you didn't really like them, so you're like, fuck them. Who cares?
I used them when I needed them, like when I would go to a show and I'd forget fucking earplugs. I'm like, oh fuck.
And then started carrying my flashlight, which I've used every once in a while. But it's nice to have.
Yeah.
And then this tool. So it's like it's a little bit of a multi-tool pry bar deal. There you go. NPC. Check that shit out. But it was so a bottle opener. I think I used to carry the Dunlop one. I used it for a while, and then since I got this, because it has more crap on it, I'm like, okay, I could use little hex tools and shit like that on my little pry bar here. But it's a bottle opener as well. It's brass. So it was the other day. I was out to dinner. Adam had a birthday, and so we went out to a nice Italian restaurant, classy joint.
I wasn't done with what's new, but I mean,
Hold on,
whatever.
I'm just telling you, when you use your EDC thing, it's nice.
Oh, okay.
So I
Keep
got
going,
there,
keep going then.
and then Brian, he got a beer, non-alcoholic, and the waitress, she was like, "Oh, it's a Heineken, non-alcoholic." She said, "Oh, it's Twist Off," and Brian's like, "I don't think so." And then she's like, "No, it's Twist Off," and then he's like, "Okay, I mean, can you twist it off for me?" Because I'm like, maybe I'm just really weak. He wasn't trying to be a dick or anything. She was kind of like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll get that for you." And she's like, "Ugh." It's like she's gonna tear her fucking hand off. And she's like,
tear her
"It's not."
pectoral muscles out.
She's like, "Oh, they told me it was Twist Off. So I'm so sorry." And then she's looking all over. She doesn't have a bottle opener or whatever. And I'm like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, I gotta go." And I go like, "Hold
Here
on.
comes Brian to the
Right
rescue.
here.
You come running
I
from the
can
bathroom.
be your
Dun,
hero,
dun, dun, dun.
baby."
Yeah.
And I go,
I can kiss away your pain.
and when you use that, I was like, hell yeah. I opened that. I'm like, this has other things like a scraper, pry bar, and all that stuff. And it's cool. And then essentially this
What's
top.
the scraper for? What would you scrape with that?
I was scraping actually on my car, like crap off of it.
Wow, so useful.
So I've used that. But then I have this little
Crap.
So I have this tool here on which I pulled off my little key ring here. So it's, I don't know, I got it I think it was at Home Depot years and years ago. I kept it in the gig bag, but it's the shape of a key, right?
Yeah.
And then you can open it up, and it has a little blade, has a little another bottle opener. But at the tip here, it has a Phillips. So right here, and we were at a gig, and my P base, the pick guard, so the screw closest to the input jack was really loose, and that part of the pick guard, as I pulled the cable out, it lifted from the jack and almost like it lifted that corner of it, and I'm like, oh, that could snap the pick guard, which $10 job, but I'm like, I really would rather not break the pick guard, but the just because like over years of use or whatever, the screw got loose. I'm like, cool, so I don't want to lose this, and just in the moment I'm like, oh, you know what, I have. And I just tightened it right there, and then easy peasy. The fact that I get to use these things, I'm like, justifies it. I'm like, see, I told you, I need this. When you have an EDC that you actually use, I'm sure.
I love how you used each one of those things once, and you still remember using them.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so fucking good.
It's like if somebody gives you a compliment, and you're like, yeah, 5 years ago, somebody gave me a compliment. I still remember, because it rarely happens.
Yeah. So that's why. People picture, or people like celebrate when they score a touchdown. I'm like,
yeah,
act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I fucking got to use this shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
Once.
Think about that. People needed a fucking bottle opener. Who had it? Me.
Yeah, that's true. Saved the day.
But, it's cool. Like I said, I think about it a different way. The fact that I'm like, I used it once, so it justifies me having this fucking thing.
Here we go.
That's what you've been doing this whole time, adding more pins.
Yeah, I had them all right here. Got my skull one. I got the snow globe with the explosion in it. I don't even know this frog dude, and then the NPC one. Actually, I probably will take all these off and leave the NPC.
You're like, cool story. Anyway, so that's Kyle's what's new is he added pins to his fanny pack.
Yeah.
His fanny pack.
The story, stay tuned. The story develops. I keep working on it.
Yeah.
We're streaming this today. Arts and crafts today.
And it's not on camera at all. It's just you looking down, not paying attention.
I'm just like, yeah, great.
Wow,
great job, Brian.
Anyway, so not to derail you, but I was just saying, when you do use your EDC stuff, it's cool. It's nice.
Yeah. I guess I can't wait for that moment.
As soon as you get to light somebody's cig.
For you to white knight everyone in the fucking... look at me, you saved the day. I'm going to have 2 lighters in my pack.
Would you say it was plasma, that lighter, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, somebody's I don't know if it's really plasma.
Somebody's like, has, Marlboro Red, and they're like, oh, fuck, anybody got a light? And Kyle's like, I can be your hero, baby. No.
Yeah.
They say that
I am so high, I can see ever.
And then just go the X, and they're like
forever. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Man, I need a heater right now.
I'm like, oh, and they have their own lighter. I'm like, oh.
You knock it out of their hands, smash it.
No, not down. You knock it up and just was far up.
You make sure to take the heel of your boot and just smash it, and then you light the guy's cig.
You're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And you pop out yours.
Who knows what caused that? Anyways,
ain't that a bitch?
Life sucks. Oh, I know.
Oh, dude, I could carry this one, this bottle opener,
the one we stole from Dan.
Yeah. Or I could have this really big skateboard one.
Yeah. Oh, that one's good. Yeah.
Anyway, so not a whole lot, I guess. Still, I was joking, like, you're cutting me off.
Like, good. Keep going.
Yeah. Stretch. Still dealing with Nova, with her surgery that she just had.
Yeah.
It's been all right though. She's been a good girl.
Yeah.
I did get a new game.
Okay.
It's called Viewfinder, I think it is. Yeah, it's called Viewfinder.
It's called
and
Google Chrome. You get to just look things up.
You can just search up anything.
Yeah.
It just makes up things in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's called Viewfinder, and it's kind of an interesting game where you can take a picture. So you're like walking through this, you're roaming through this world. I guess a simulation. You understand in the game that you're in a simulation, but you can take a picture, and then you set it, and you can walk through that picture. So it's like it's a puzzle game. Okay. So it's kind of like you're on this picture. You're like on this floating island or something.
For real smart people.
Yeah. Damn.
It's rated E for everyone, 7-year-olds. 7-year-olds.
Whoa, it probably is. The color scheme makes it look like it is. So, you can set the picture. Let's say you need to get from point A to point B, but there's nothing there. You can take the. Sorry, I'm like hitting the microphone.
Yeah.
You take the picture that has let's say there's a wall in it. Take the picture and set it on its side, and then walk on the wall between the two places.
All right.
So it's a perspective game. So it's like, and then. Oh, I can take a, then they give you a camera, and then, I can take a picture of this, and I can duplicate that, and I can, it's far away. Let's say you need to get to your goal over there, that doorway. Mm-hmm. Well, now you can take a picture of that and move it closer to you. And then they have a photocopier. So then photocopy. So it's like a puzzle. You got to how do I get from point A to point B?
Yeah.
Kind of situation. It's kind of like Portal, I guess.
Okay.
But not as,
good.
Not as aggressive
as
Portal was.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you die, This one you can just reverse. It's like since in a simulation you can reverse back. Let's say you do fall off the edge of this thing, you just reverse back to the point, and it's cool. I haven't beaten it yet. I thought I beat it. I'm like, oh, that was a short ass game, and then I realized no, you skipped a whole bunch of shit. You dumb fuck.
No, that was level 1. Damn it.
Yeah, it was level 1. I'm like, man, this is just like the Lego game. Took way too long. It was really short.
Yeah.
This so game I've been doing that.
It's too easy. God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Been doing that and then racking up fucking headshots in Battlefield 5.
Hell yeah.
When I'm home. And then when I'm out and about, I'm listening to the third audiobook from the Terminal List, the Jack Carr series. Then I watched the series on Amazon just again. Finished that last night.
Yeah.
I'm just breathing Terminal List recently. It's good.
Yeah.
I know you'll never watch the show because it's not
probably,
animated by grown men drawing large breasts on.
Yeah, what the hell's the matter with that?
Yeah. Wait.
It's
when are they doing that?
Over there.
You're like,
yeah. What? Guys can't have fun anymore?
Yeah. When's that coming out?
This is what they want.
Someone just AIs it. AIs it for you.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
AI's getting into the game.
Yeah. Reimagine this whole series, but animated with big old bazongas, and you're like, I'm down.
This character didn't have
storyline doesn't make any sense anymore.
This character's got him now, jugged up,
busting him out.
Yeah. Jugged up.
Anyways, that's kind of been it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
In-N-Out today. That's pretty cool.
What did you say you had In-N-Out today?
Yeah. Well, it's like an hour and a half away, and I was like, I was over there for work.
3-hour trek to get some burgers.
Yeah,
right. The best damn burgers in the business.
They are fucking good.
They are good.
I mean, and the line was so fucking long. I'd never been to this In-N-Out before, and I'm like, fuck this.
I think like every goddamn In-N-Out, the lines are nuts.
Yeah, not always. I guess not here.
Okay.
But in San Diego, always.
Southern California maybe.
But it went fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like they don't go that fast out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
because they're like Southern time.
Yeah.
They're like listening to like.
We're trying to sabotage this so you go to Whataburger.
Yeah, that was my original theory.
They're making this experience shitty just so I go to Whataburger
for a reason. Yeah.
But kind of on the lines of your cat. My algorithm on YouTube, I don't know how they found me, but they found me. So I've been watching cat videos.
Oh shit!
Being an owner and how you interact with your cat. This is what your cat does. Doing one of the videos I screen captured it. I'm like, I gotta watch this. These everyday 9 things will hurt your cat's feelings.
Hugging them. Watch. That's it.
And then
Picking
it's
them up and hugging them.
like, don't 10 things don't do to your cats or whatever. And then just like shit like that. I'm like, oh, why what your cat's mannerisms are and what kind of explaining them. I'm like, well, let's watch. That's what I did on my day off. I'm like, I just put it on and listened to it while I was like folding laundry or whatever. I'm like, she does do that. Why? Explain to me, YouTube video. It's like how cats, I don't know if yours is like this. I would assume so. They'll like sleep in different areas. They like change every day or like every week. I'm like, hey, I found a new area. This is my spot. And they sleep there.
They move around.
Yeah. I guess that's part of just how they're wired. I mean, they, for like, I don't know, survival, just to not be in the same space all the time. So if a predator were to see them in the same spot, like they won't see them there again. Because I'm sleeping on the sofa, sleeping in a window. I'm sleeping underneath the table, under a chair. You don't know where I am.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Pretty much. I mean, well, we can take
not
them
that I'm a
and put
predator,
them-
but that's just what they do. They're like, oh, this feels comfortable.
Well, you are one, but not for cats.
Oh, no.
We got a pred. We
Have
got
a
a
seat, bro.
Have you seen that where the PDF file? You're a PDF file.
What does that stand for?
Like
Predator.
pedophile.
Oh, okay.
By PDF.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so we can pick up one of the the cats pretty much and set them in a spot, and they'll just like, oh yeah, this is a dope spot.
Yeah.
And there's something about this blanket that they love. They'll like start doing biscuits on it, and you're like, hell yeah, that must be real comfortable.
Yeah. And then it was something too, that cats, they just like to be around warm things or like lay in the sun, or why they like may lay on you is just because like they have a higher internal temperature than humans. So
Yeah,
it's like 10 degrees more.
Dang.
I'm like, huh.
Well, I've noticed with the kitten,
Mm-hmm.
he is hot, like always warm, like just super hot, so hot.
And like I'm like, oh, okay. And then so with like, I'm just like watching these videos. I'm like, huh. And it's like certain spots. I'm like your cat. It's like, oh, cats, like there's certain areas where they just don't like to be pet. They'll like know you'll know by them like either making noise or like biting you or like kind of
Biting
swatting.
you, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm like, I think Ella just puts up with a lot of shit. She's never done it to where I'm like, stop petting me kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like a lot of times it's like, oh yeah, and then it's also like, if your cat's sleeping, don't bug them. You know what? Fuck off, dude. I'm gonna fuck with her because she's sleeping, and you know what? I just gotta squish her because I'm like, oh, you're so cute. To wake her up, she's like, what the fuck? All right, back to bed.
One of the strays outside, he lets me pet him, but dang, you gotta be real careful. I pet like right before his tail.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was I was scratching like his chin, and then he started walking away, and so I was still being kind of a getting deep scratch on his chin because he loved that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walked away, and I went down his back, and I did the same thing on his like tail, and he freaking turned and he I think he clawed me or bit me. I think he did both actually.
Yeah.
Just opened my hand up, bleeding. I'm like, great. Where have your paws been all day today? That's gonna be great.
Make sure not to. Yeah. But that was another thing too. It's like, oh, some cats like it, but it's like you got to be like, if they do like it, you can't just go to town.
Yeah. Well, he walked forward,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, cool. I just went down his back and then touched that spot, and he was like, nope. And so I'm always careful because he still does it when I'm petting him, and he walks away, and I'm like barely touch his, and he'll like turn. I'm like, all right, hey, whoa.
Yeah. And then
you did this, not me.
There was another video too. It's like, oh, how to discipline your cat. I'm like, oh, I'll have to watch that later. But it's like, they don't really learn. They're like, what? Yeah, if you yell or like kind of like make a loud noise if they try and scratch something, like, cool. I'm just gonna do that when
just
you're
scared,
not here. Anyways, so it's just like funny how my YouTube algorithm is like this. I'm like, you know what? YouTube, rock and roll. Let's watch these. This is what I'm 36 years old. Let's watch cat videos. Not just like, here's cute cats. It's like how you interact with your cat. And then like a lot of the things too, it's like, oh yeah, don't bug them while they're sleeping. Like I said, I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking pet the shit out of her. And then she's cool with it. She rolls over and it's like, oh cool, I'm sleeping now. Roll over and scratch my belly. I'm like, this YouTube guy doesn't know jack shit. And then the same thing is like, these are broad strokes. Like every cat can be different, so I don't need. I mean, you can if you in the YouTube comments say that I'm wrong. But his biggest one is like, oh yeah, don't declaw your cat. And I'm like, yeah, that seems pretty fucked up. I don't think I've ever had that or known anybody who's done that. But I'm like, that seems pretty yeah. And it's just ripping out fucking their claws up like hell, god damn.
Yeah, they love. We have like the rattan shit or whatever, the sisal. I think that's what it's sisal.
Yeah.
Material they like to claw at. Mm-hmm. But occasionally we'll get we'll get Astro. He'll start clawing at the sofa.
Yeah. But
what he does is he'll like drag himself on his side down the edge of the sofa. Like he'll pull himself, dragging himself like he's walking on it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, stop it. What are you doing?
Look at you little shit.
Yeah, there's places for you to do that. Not here.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a wild ride over there. Go on YouTube and start watching cat videos, dude.
Yeah.
So you be a better cat daddy.
Yeah.
Or just watch these just like me. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. She's sleeping. I'm going to go fuck with her.
Yeah, but wait, you're doing your what's new still, right?
Yeah, I haven't. I guess I heard.
I'm like, did I say I'm done with mine?
God
damn it. There's a protocol here, Brian.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking it up.
We're done. Shut it off. But, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I go into my what's new here. So, you can see here, listeners, if you're not watching on YouTube, but people on YouTube, what's behind the, underneath the...
oh, no, I didn't notice that you...
It's been in the background here. And
this is like Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. So something underneath the sheet here. So I bought something new but old. So here you go.
Bass player, move that sheet, that towel.
So I bought an Ampeg V4BH head, 100-watt tube head from Ampeg, made in the USA in St. Louis. No feet on it, apparently.
Yeah.
So I got to buy.
They ran out of those.
Yeah, got to buy those. So I bought this used on GuitarCenter.com, and I've been thinking about it. I think I've talked about it on the podcast too, but in the page for sure. And I've been just blowing Kyle and Johnny up about it. Like, what about this? I think it'd be cool. Do you think it'd be cool or like dumb? But this is an amp, listeners. Maybe years ago, I used to own this fucking thing. I wanted it for so long.
You gotta be careful what you say. Because Tony will chop up this. You just said, I'm blowing Kyle and Johnny up.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you're blowing up Kyle and Johnny.
But, okay. I was kind of like just saying, yeah, exactly. I mean, I was saying.
Tony will chop that up and put it in something.
Yeah, chopped and screwed. I'm screwed. So I was just saying, like, okay, is it dumb to buy an amp that I used to have and the exact same one, not even like a newer version of it? It's the same, I had the same fucking one, except mine.
The graphic was different.
No, mine was the same one.
No, it had the red and blue on it.
Maybe you're right. Shit. Then, but mine was a little bit older, but it was like still 100-watt. So it's 6L6s. It's all tube preamp and all that stuff. It's kind of like a weaker version of the classic, SVT classic that Kyle's got in the background there. Yeah, so Kyle's is 300
I should have
watts.
brought mine out right here. I should have moved, 90 pounds worth of fucking steel and wood.
This thing ain't light either, though. Even though it's a third of the power, it's not a third of the weight.
No, they still have. It's offset though, isn't the like transformer on one side of it?
Possibly.
On mine, there's two transformers on each side to balance it out. At least.
No, I got two. So I got one here and another guy here.
Oh wow.
So I just got 4 tubes,
nice.
6L6s. It's nice because it has stuff I'm never going to use. So it has preamp out, so you can do like an effects loop kind of deal. And then also, it's nice. I mean, it has a slave output, so I can run this to like another power amp. And then XLR, which I'm not going to use. So the idea is to use this for recording with the torpedo captor, because torpedo captor I think goes up to 150 watts max. So I couldn't use, like Johnny's offered to be like, hey, do you want to borrow my classic? He's kind of like, oh, I'm not using it.
Yeah, you'd have to mic it
indefinitely, like borrow it until he moves or whatever, or sells it. And I'm like, oh, cool. I appreciate
He
the
never
offer.
gave me that offer. He should have drove all of his stuff out here.
Just because yours doesn't work, you just got to get it fixed, and you're like, just give me yours.
No, mine. I mean, I haven't even plugged it in. This probably works fine.
Yeah, and
Scratch pots.
yeah, probably just like needs it. Like I said, it needs just like cleaning or something like that on yours. But
yeah.
Anyway, so I used to own this amp, and I before I bought it, I wanted it for so long because I'm like, oh, 100 watt tube amp. It sounds so, sounds like a really cool idea. And then I got it and gigged with it with a 610, and it was not loud enough.
Yeah.
Like even like I played a gig, and I'm going at the time I was using your bass rig or your pedal board, which is pretty comparable to what I have now. A tuner, compressor, and then the Sans amp. So Sans amp went DI out of that to front of house. So they're pretty much just getting the Sans amp sound, which is a great bass sound. And then this was just for stage volume. But even with a 610, like Ampeg cab, you couldn't hear this shit at all. You couldn't hear a day. Like it was like I know it was like even for stage volume, it's just not loud enough. Like, sorry son, you're too darn loud.
Well, was that the show that it was lighting up? Like
yeah, I think it was like because it was it was something weird, or like because Ampeg had some
clipping.
Yeah, because I think I had it the volume, I think almost at like I had the gain high up and then the master high up, and it was just like I'm giving it all I got, and then the amp is like, sorry man, no more volume, refresh out.
Yeah, it was a light show, which is kind of cool. They do that.
Yeah.
But so like the speakers have like a clear ring built into them.
Yeah.
And so the light behind it flashes and you can see it. Like, you're like, so the sound guys can be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably turn that down.
But it was just like, it wasn't loud enough. Like, whereas, like, classic, a 300 watt classic amp, you could have it halfway and you're fucking everybody up. It's so loud. For some reason, just like this 100 watt, they're great, but it's like it's for shows, maybe like smaller band, or the thing is like even just like a like recorded session where you're not, I don't know, you don't need stage volume. It's surprising how 100 watt tube amp and for bass is not enough. Even you're gonna want 200 300 watts. And so that's why I got rid of it, because I'm like, I can't gig with it. It's fucking worthless to me. I don't need anything. If I'm recording, I'm just going to go DI anyways. Who gives a shit? Flash forward to now. Yeah. I was like recording using Adam's, Mesa rig, which he is, going. It's 50 watt head, and we're doing it into the Captor X, and that's real primo. Sounds good. It's just something where it just, I don't know, it has a little bit more, in my opinion, I don't know, more body or something. There's something to it as opposed to just going straight with the fractal. And to me, I'm like, well, if that works for guitar, in my head, it's got to work for bass. I have IRs from ML Sound Labs of Ampeg cabs. Like I could just dump those into the Captor X, use this head, and I probably would get a little bit, warmer bass tones. It's just like a thing too.
It's so like, warm.
So this is where the dumb shit. Like I sold it, like I said, because it wasn't loud enough. My orange Terror bass combo, talk about it all the time, 500 watts, class D power, and so it's a digital power, and then has like a tube preamp deal, but it's not a great sounding amp, but it is loud enough, packs a punch, it's fine. And especially for what I'm using, because I get my DI pedal, which is not the Sans amp, but I use the dark glass. That's going to front of house, so they hear that, but it's just for stage volume. It's crazy how a small amp like that is more than a big cab and 100 watts. It's just like
Yeah.
you couldn't hear jack shit, and now it's like that is punchy enough just to like, yeah, you can hear it and feel it a little bit. And so the idea is like, oh, I can use this. I can use this as just a recording amp, in which I should have and could have saved it and held on to it at the time. I mean, I definitely moved those.
I try and talk you out of these things, too.
Well, I mean, I was, not as caked up as I am now.
I'm not as bricked up.
Yeah. Bricked up and caked up, different. I think even caked up means like you have like a badonkadonk, right?
Yeah, caked
but
up.
Caked up also means money. You got more money.
Yeah.
I don't have a shit ton of money. Take that back. I make more money than I did back in 2018. That's for sure. But I was like more jammed up. I used that money to buy something else or whatever it was. So it's not like it was just Yeah, then again, I could have just held on to it and it would have made do. And like, because I think I sold it for $700 and bought this for $850. So I lost $150 to have the same amp without feet. This doesn't have
inflation,
feet, by the way.
man.
Yeah. So live and learn. Don't sell
amp. It's that ampflation.
Yeah.
Because I looked up. We talked about this. Was it yesterday? I was looking at grabbers.
Yeah.
Just
it's a damn shame.
G3s even. Just any, Gibson grabbers. Same time period, 70s as the one I have. I got mine for $800. The ones I see are like $3,300. I'm like, okay, it looks like it's in better shape than mine. The bridge wasn't changed, but that's it. Like, mine looks a little more played. But yours is still dirty and played, but like, like, god damn, 33.
That's so much.
That's the case.
Yeah.
But still,
so much fucking money.
But and they're all like, even like this other the standard grabber with like the sliding pickup. That one, people want shitload for that too. Like, this is nuts. Like,
because cool. Is that the grabber or the ripper? The ripper's different, right?
No, the Ripper has like the Gibson headstock.
Yeah, the squared one, right?
And it's either a Gibson or a Epiphone. They kind of move between, but it's I think the Ripper only came as like a blonde.
Okay.
Like the blonde natural wood.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but the pickups are completely different. They're like,
because I think I saw
they're like humbuckers or they're singles. I don't know.
Fluff had one that he was showing off, and it looked like
a Ripper.
Yeah, had two kind of P90 style pickups in it. So one in the neck and bridge. I'm like, that's out there.
Yeah,
but not like one I would ever be like, oh, that's so cool. I'd rather get like a G3 grabber because Green Day, Yeah, and other bands, I get it. Yeah, but
so the Ripper has a different pickup configuration, like you said. It's got two singles. Yeah, they look like soap bars.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not like flat. They actually have, they're their own thing.
Yeah.
But
so I'm happy with this. I haven't tested it out to see if it works yet, which I hopefully it does. We're gonna find out. So I need a speaker adapter, because at least the cabs that I have here are my orange cabs, the little 2x12s, which are more than enough to power this thing. But we'll take the power of this thing. But they're speak-on cables. These are 1/4 inch out of here.
Oh,
so I need a speak-on adapter from 1/4 inch. And I think,
don't you have one?
I think I gave it with you in the SVT3 case.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's in there. Here, I'll bring it down. You can take a picture of it,
and then you pull it out of there, like in the video game,
like in the game I have.
So I'm like, because we were late to record because I was tearing up my
tearing it up.
Yeah, and I was looking through every fucking storage thing that I'm like, there's no way that I misplaced this goddamn thing. So I went through everywhere that I had cables and gear, and I was like, I know I fucking had one, and I'm like, I think it was in the SVT3 case. God damn it! Which makes sense because it was like, the idea is we got that so that you could leave it in your case, in case. A lot of cases.
Just in case.
Yeah. So
He's doing it, everyone. He's really
shit,
doing
he
it.
said it. The name of the thing.
Shut it down.
So,
Finally, we got it on.
if there was a show that we played, they're like, oh, let's share cabs. I'm like, okay, cool. We're using your cab, but I'll bring my own head. And it was like, cool. Maybe they had an older Ampeg cab that only had 1/4-inch inputs, but you had a speak-on cable, which is what we used with your cabs. We're like, oh, let's use this adapter, whatever it is. So
that's a good way to have people not use your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I guess if you brought the 810 and the 410, they both have either one.
Yeah.
So
damn. Mm-hmm. So I was I was looking for it. I'm like, so I guess I got to do like either Guitar Center run or something like that tomorrow, and then just get it so I can noodle around on it to see that. I mean, even if it doesn't work, I'm taking it to a shop and having to fix it. Like, I want this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, you're gonna keep it
because they make a newer version of it, which is the silver looking one, kind of like the like Blue Line or whatever V4B H's, but they're within the past like 5 years or so. I think they're still in production, but they're not made in U.S. That's the difference. Ooh. Okay, all right, they're made in USA. Okay, and people say, who cares? I'm like, I don't know. I like some things. I get not everything can be made in the USA, Mexico, or UK, but I'm like, okay, I prefer if I can get it, right? Am I an asshole? Kyle,
yeah.
Make me sound like
no, I don't think so.
Kyle, you're like, you racist piece of shit.
I mean, yeah.
You just looking at
I'm just letting
leave me hanging.
Yeah. No, you're supposed to not interrupt your enemy when they're making mistakes. So I'm just like,
yes.
Just let you with my twiddling my thumbs while you're like, am I racist? I don't know. You just keep talking. Like, we're gonna get canceled if you keep talking like this. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Just keep talking about how you don't like.
It's not like it's not like it's a secret that certain things are worse quality.
Yeah,
it's not a secret.
Not even like it's worse or best quality. Because was it somebody said like, oh, your iPhone's made in China. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I'm like,
yeah, but that's under a lot of scrutiny.
Uh-huh. But I mean, I don't know. It's like even just like preference. I'm like, okay, I might would like to have a Gibson that's made in the U.S.
Yeah.
Or I know they do make some, or they did at one point make some Gibsons in Mexico, which is again, like I would how like EVH makes amps in Mexico with Fender stuff like that. Yeah, that's great. I'd use some of those.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Which I like. I don't know, but if I have a preference to choose between paying more for an amp that's made in, newer one that's made in China, or pay less for an older one that's made in the U.S., I keep digging myself in this hole. Kyle, shut me up. So, anyways, I get that there's no real reason behind it, but still, I'm stoked on it. I am glad that I have this. I will mark it down. I will not be getting rid of this amp. Unless I get real jammed up and on hard times and need to sell, like flash sale and sell everything. And so then when you see me, I'm wearing like a barrel. I just have nothing on. It'll be to that point when I get rid of this thing. So,
you got to get,
it was just like
those feet.
I'll find feet for it.
I think Sweetwater carries.
You see, they're so fucking expensive. Like,
are they?
No, I'm just kidding. But what if it was?
Oh, I see like on Ampeg parts. It's like $4.99 for a set of four.
$4.99, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you got to find the screw.
Mm.
The screws are a pack of 10. So
yeah. All right. Not bad. But so there's that, and then so this is just another one of the. I think this is one of the first amps or whatever. There has to be. I'm sure you're gonna remember faster than me. Is there gear that I have bought, sold, and rebought again? Is this the first one? No, there was my JCM 2000 craze.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marshall.
Yeah, kept buying them, not liking them, buying them, not liking them. Because I had a JCM 2000 100 watt DSL, and then I had a JCM 2000. triple super lead 60 watt. Didn't like that. Got rid of that. That was real short lived.
And you're gonna get a Telecaster. You're gonna get a Mesa dual rec. I just know.
Yeah. So.
Because you're back on Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You're going back down, trying to
relive the glory days.
Yeah.
Glory days. Yeah, I think you're right. I do want to find a 2-channel dual rectifier.
How about Boulevard of Broken fucking Creams? You know what I'm saying? Get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever think about that one?
You ever think about that one, huh, pal?
Yeah,
so
it's two ice cream, stores.
Yeah.
Next to each other, but they're both broken. They're close.
They're like, oh, McDonald's ice cream machine broken. That's what it's about. You're at McDonald's, Boulevard of Broken Creams.
I walk this lonely road.
But so this is just another one to say, and I know people get jammed up. I think that's one of the reasons I sold this, but not only the reason why it's not good enough for gigs. I'm a gigging musician. It's probably I needed the money. So people are like that. You need money, but if you can, don't sell gear.
Yeah,
this is one for sure. I regret selling. I kind of miss, but I don't. That orange 80-30 combo that I had, loved it. But I'm like, I have the head and I have the 80-15 and the 85. If you remember.
Yeah, you should have just kept the collection going.
Yeah, so I don't miss it. And then the rock reverb combos, I guess in a sense, because I still have them in some way. JCM 900, one of the kind of in the latest, like I think I sold it 2018, 19 maybe? Not 2019, I think.
So is it 800s or is it Plexis don't have a fucking master volume?
The Plexis. Some 800s didn't, I believe. Don't people will correct me on that, I think. But I mean, yeah, so I mean of gear, so I do only until recently when I started thinking, I'm like, oh, low volume amplifier, you know what that would be great for? Fucking recording.
Yeah.
Damn, I guess I could have held on to it. Fucking, but who knows? I chose this path. Made my bed. I'm laying in it. And then now I have the amp again. I'm stoked. Anyways, so just take it from me, folks. If you can, hold on to gear. Maybe give it like, I don't know, kind of like
take it from me, folks.
Yeah, don't sell it.
Low wattage, low watt amps are great for studio.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like there's a fine line. I just don't want to. You don't want to store gear you're not using. But I've talked about the Jazzmaster that I have, which I guess I could have give that to Johnny so you could have it, just hang it up, and you would get more use out of it than me. Next time he's out there, or if I go out there, I'll just send it your way. But also I could sell it, and I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to get that cash.
Yeah,
because the thing is, it's been in my closet for a couple years. Yeah. I'm like, especially now that I have, the Nutter guitar, I'm like, I have even less reason to play the Jazzmaster.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be pretty sweet. Get some mastery parts on there.
Yeah. Well, I do want to
send it over here. I'm probably going to do that. So
I do. Probably won't ship it. If
just
anything.
Modify your guitar.
Well, yeah.
Let's hear.
And
I painted it too.
Well, yeah. I'll trade you that.
I reliced it.
I'll trade you the Jazzmaster for your Seafoam Strat.
Oh, wow.
You're like, hell no. How about you send me the Jazzmaster first?
The Seafoam Strat, right? This one?
No.
This one.
That one. Duh.
Yeah. That one's pretty sweet.
You're like, tough break, pal. Got lost in the mail.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can see it in the background. No, shit. That's a new one.
It's cardboard cutout because I was feeling
it's
AI.
The
loss.
But I do want, it's got me even thinking about more gear. I'm like, I want to get a matching Ampeg cab with it, but I want to get a 210, which are very hard to fucking find.
I have one local here.
All the ones on Reverb I see are fucking in like New York and New Jersey, and they local pickup only. They're not too bad, like $300, which I'm like, oh yeah, that's not too bad. But I'm like, would you ship the thing? I'll give you $100. Like, we're putting it in a hefty bag and then let go and let God. If it gets you, well.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But it was a Ampeg, I think 210 classic cab is kind of what I've seen. It's like, because it looks like, the 410s and 15s and 610s, but it's like, it's 210. Yeah. Looks like that would match this really well. And it would be a cool, like, little, ungiggable, quiet amp that's heavy.
I see this guy wants 200 for it, and I'll pick it up for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pick it up. You got to come get it.
Send Johnny out again.
Your broke ass has to come out here.
I don't know if my truck's going to make it.
He said he would prefer to trade for a 115.
Tell him.
Oh, or a 410 cab. I have one. I'll just trade it for you.
No. That's such a bad, like, no shit. Would be great. An awesome cab. Can I trade that for you for this piece of shit? Cool.
Well, hold on. I could do this. I could get a shitty 410.
Swap it out.
Just a cheap ass 410.
How about this B52 cab? What do you think about that? You didn't say Ampeg. So because you didn't say it legally binding, it's mine now.
He's like, no, I don't have to do that. Nope, you do. You said it.
You just pull your fanny pack out and you pull your knife out. What was that?
Listen here.
Bright orange knife.
A lighter. You try and burn them with it.
Come here.
Hold on. It's got to warm up.
Got to get close to it. See that? It's an X.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't look like I'm screaming hot.
It'll fuck you up, pal.
Take my word for it.
You probably put your pinky finger in there and get real burned.
I'm a real mess you pinky finger up so bad.
Yeah.
You'll be wishing you gave me that amp for free.
So, yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know. Not like hard, fast, because like I said, mostly this is going to be just a silent recording deal. Yeah. But now the one thing that I've been looking at, we got time for this topic here. So, my amp rack, which is out of frame here because it's next to my computer. Those who have seen my studio tour video from 2022, not much has changed in my room here.
Yeah, stagnant.
Yeah.
Stagnant.
No,
Changed some stuff.
Not really. I guess I got rid of the guitar rack that was down here because it was just annoying, I guess.
You took it away and I added one right here.
Mm-hmm. And then last week, my little studio audio.
I'm in a real studio. Look, I added the foam on the wall.
Acoustic treatment. The 3 pieces.
I tuned the womb.
The womb is tuned. Did you say the womb?
The womb is tuned. Yeah.
So, but like the amp rack deal, it's been fine. It's been working great. I got that dialed in. Hello. And then, but I, with the addition of this and then me thinking about it, I want to expand that. I want bigger, more shelves, more amp space, because I want, so I'm like, okay, can I get a bigger, like wider, like either bookshelf or one? There's one that Crate and Barrel sold that Rhett Shull has on his channel. It's very cool. And then, I was like, oh, it's a nice piece of furniture, solid wood, like iron and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it would be a cool look and also really functional. But it's also huge. So it means like it's like double, if not 2.5 times width of what I currently have. So I have a little baker's rack, so people who haven't seen the video. I have a baker's rack, so it's about 14 deep, 24 inches wide, and then I have 3 shelves on it. So I get my 2 oranges on the bottom, orange eye on the bottom. So I got my 2 heads there, and then I got I was able to kind of take another one of these because it really is only like 3 shelves tall, so it's short guy. But I was able to like kind of
it's a little short king.
Yeah, Lego piece together, connects or whatever. Like I bought a second one because they were pretty cheap. Hold a lot of weight and shit like that, but it's like you just screw them together. I was able to add another shelf to where I got my fractal and torpedo sitting on there. And so I'm like, cool. So I was like, that's plenty of space. But now if I want to expand and add more shit to it, I'm like, oh, I've reached the limits to that. And so I looked on Home Depot where I got this thing. Shout out to the depot. And I found the perfect one that like for what I'm doing. It's again a baker's rack, so it's just that wire shelving or whatever the hell it is, and it's just
they call it Metro wire or kitchen rack or whatever.
So
Metro Cane is I think not to get into the weeds.
Yeah.
I think the original manufacturer, they're the ones that are actually made for kitchen use.
Yeah.
Like in a kitchen because they're rated by the NSF or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, I saw one.
You learned something today.
Saw one that is exactly what I want. So it's got 6 total shelves and it's 60 inches tall. So I'm like, okay, perfect. This is going to be, a great amp rack because I already know form factor it's going to fit. And then like being the wired shell, I can run cables and stuff like that and put my LEDs on there. To really fuck up the sound. But kind of keep the same space. So I don't have to rearrange my whole room and stuff like that. But I can still now add more amps, and then I can actually add more shelves for my waifu figures. So I still have those Xenoblade ones that are in their box still, which have been in there for
get them out, dude.
About 2 years. I had to have them, had to get them. So, I don't know, think about that. And so I'm like, not super cool, like furniture, but it's like going to be for me, highly functional. It just, get that from Home Depot. Looks like they're on like, hopefully they're not back ordered too long. Cause I saw, I'm like, fuck, they're out of stock. They have the silver ones in stock of the same size, but I'm like, aesthetically, it's not black. Do you have this in black?
Do you have this in black?
Is that what it is?
Does it come in black?
Yeah. Just, I'm very Batman in my Bat cave here.
The way you lisp, you have like, does it come in black?
Yeah.
Just Christian Bale style.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to get that and upgrade. And so I should have more room for activities. So I might be able to add another.
What else does Christian Bale say? It's fucking distracting. Yeah. Yelling at people. That's what you need to do at work. Yeah. You're just yelling at like a British Cockney kind of accent at people.
Oi, bruv. In it.
I'm a fucking artist. It's fucking distracting.
But and until I get that going, but it's like okay, the idea of like adding more furniture or whatever for gear, and that would be would you consider that a piece of furniture?
Yeah,
somewhat. Maybe it's a overstretch of the term.
It's a utilitarian. I mean, it's a utility piece, which I guess could be considered furniture.
Yeah. So
it's in the furniture section at Target. Those wire racks. So yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, gonna add more. A spot for this guy, and then I do want to get this little like amp junction box to where all your amps are hooked up, and then it goes to multiple cabs, which one of them's pretty much just gonna be the torpedo captor. So I can select between like 6 different amps and send it to like 3 different cabs. So I could have a live one if I wanted to just, jam out and then, or just switch it to silent. Captor.
Jam out.
And so, anyways, I was thinking like, okay, cool. Eventually, more things I want to do in the studio here. But an ad came up on Instagram for this, and it's kind of a similar vein. So, I mean, shout out to the company. They kind of do some cool stuff, but it's like, this is where I'm going to go back and forth. So, American Music Furniture. So, look it up on Instagram, folks. They make, like, legit fucking furniture. I'm assuming it's made in the U.S. Good-looking wood. Like they have
clip that one, Tony.
Yeah, so like
good looking wood.
I can't speak.
It's got me drooling.
Yeah, I'm all thumbs today. So American Music Furniture, like they have like even their guitar racks are classy looking because they're made of wood. Like they like different like they put design forward.
Definitely better than Gower's. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I mean their design. Yeah. Like they're made to look like, hey, I could put this in a room, and I know this is like a trope and stuff like that, and that's probably not what they're going for. But it's like you could put it in the room, and the wife ain't gonna be bitching at you. It's nice looking. You could put this in your living room, and there's one that they have like a cabinet, and it's like a guitar rack in there, and it's like you put your acoustics in there, and then they have underneath they have a pull out drawer for your amps and then your pedals and stuff like that. So I know that's not necessarily what they're going for, but it's like you can keep all your gear in there, and it somewhat looks like a fucking music store. I don't know, but it doesn't look bad. In my head, it's kind of like, okay, that's bozo, but also looks classy.
Yeah, I bet if I showed this to my wife, she'd want to get it.
Yeah.
And
like I said, not to be like the wife thing, but I know that's what a lot of like guitar and music communities do, but I'm like, I don't think they're going that route. I think they're just trying to make it like some people have like guitar rooms or like jam rooms, and let's say both yours and I's like studio that we're in, like mine happens to be a bedroom. I got a mat on the floor that I sleep on.
What you said, mine happens to be a bedroom.
Kind of. So you have blankets on the floor and you got your CPAP. Yep, that's my room. Sweet dreams. Mr. Sandman.
Bum 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 bum. Yeah, while you're falling asleep.
Sleep on garbage.
You live in squalor. Mr. Sandman. Yes. Yeah. Damn. That's pretty good.
But we're not winning any awards with what we got going on, right?
No.
We're both going through different aesthetics. Mine's more just bleak and gray and just less crap going on.
You ever seen 1984? That's basically what Brian's living in.
Yeah.
It was a black and white movie, right?
Yeah.
It's just like
sometimes you got to stay for the third act, folks. That's when things get good. Oh shit! But okay, whereas like what they have displayed here is like, okay, these are like classy looking rooms, classy looking joints here.
Yeah.
It's like you have you're not gonna be like filling that thing up with like Squire affinities,
Yeah.
And some of these are like they're display cases, or like, and even you scroll down more, it's like they have the guitars facing forward, but they're still like leaning in a rack. It's like, oh, I want to show off my fucking cool Les Pauls or whatever. I want to show off these, and they have like like guitar wall mount like boxes, like a case or whatever, and then you open it up and you take your guitar out. So a cool way to display it, probably protects against dust, but it's also like, oh, it looks,
it's nice furniture too. I mean, it looks like solid wood. I don't know, actually.
Yeah. And then the more you scroll down,
beats
it's like,
going to IKEA and trying to make something work for you.
Yeah.
When you actually have something that's made for what you're like, the solution you're trying to, the problem you're trying to solve.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a thing of like, okay, it's not for me, maybe not for me now, but maybe when not even to make fun, it's like maybe when I get older, and it's like want to look classy or whatever.
Get a bed first, and then move it.
Yeah, one step at a time, Brian.
Wait. Hold up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like there's one, like even scrolling down, let's see if I'll maybe add it after the fact. Screenshot it.
Right here.
Yeah. To where it's like, okay, they built like a guitar case to where they have everything displayed kind of forward facing a little bit, so you can see the guitars, and then they have the drawers where here's a Morgan combo, boutique, little combo tweed amp in there, hideaway, pull it out, tuck it back in, and then it's in with a bunch of bookcases. So it's like, here's your furniture with your bookcases that you show, we get it, you read.
Yeah.
Oh, I read.
Yeah, or someone comes over or whatever, is like, oh, does your dad play guitar? Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know?
Yeah. So I mean, this is actually cool Instagram. So again, plug it, not just like shitting on it, but
it's if you're getting organized and it looks good, and
mm-hmm.
I'm down.
Yeah, American music furniture. So Yeah, I don't know. I do see these type of things, and I'm like, I know that there's one that I don't remember if it's Gator or something like that they sell in Sweetwater. So it's a little, I don't remember the hell I
More
saw it.
mass produced.
Yeah, or maybe RJ sent it to me. It's like, oh, what do you think about this? To where it's like you can have like your little, like almost the size of like a nightstand, to where it's like you got your combo amp in there, you have a pull-out drawer for your pedals, and you have like a side hook for your cables to lean on, and then your guitar leans on the other side. So that's your whole just setup right there. So if you have like a small bedroom and you want to keep your shit in a way that you can pull it out and use it, but also like you don't want it like to take over your whole bedroom or living space or whatever the hell you're doing. Maybe you have a home office. Like, cool, I need to actually work out of here, but I can't just have guitars abound. Like that's your guitar, that's your room, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
But you're not working out of it.
Sometimes I do. I do a little bit.
You're putting in the work and getting the fucking hits out. We all know that. Hitville, USA over there. But it's also like it's not your day job. Like you wouldn't like work from home.
I don't sit here all day. I occasionally do a little bit of work because it's quiet in here. And it gets me away from the freaking whining, meowing cats outside.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes, all right, here, a little inside baseball. I wake up, cats are like wanting to play or they're hungry or whatever. And I got to jump on a meeting and they're like, one of the cats runs into the door until it goes, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, and they're like, meow. They're like, hey, I'm like, all right, chill out. I'm in a fucking meeting. Like they understand.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. It's funny. Shut up. I told you already. I
told you what.
Don't make me tell you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're funny though. Because, they have food in their bowls. I think they like to get topped off. Like a little extra.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't fed me. Like, there's food there. Yeah, but you haven't fed me today. Like, God damn it. You just put a little more on top. And they're like, thank you. Was it that hard?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, Jesus. Anyways, that was it.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a little batting that ball of yarn around a little bit. I don't know. It's like, music gear furniture. I don't hate it. Not for me at the moment. But I do like it. It's another thing to kind of, I guess, nerd about your obsession or whatever. But it's also a good way to keep organized.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, do you want to bring it in for a landing? What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks. And then we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. Both of those linked in the description down below. And then also linked down below is our YouTube channel. You can give us a sub, give us a dom over there. You can watch the YouTube weekly as we post
leave
it.
Some nasty YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Like everyone else does when I scroll through them.
Yeah.
Not on our page, but on a lot of other people's.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you do all day that lets you think of this really angry comment?
Why can't you be like Twitter and just fucking post porn on YouTube?
Yeah.
Post your
Get
links.
with it. Christ.
Yeah, YouTube needs to fucking straighten up and fly right, huh?
You ain't cool.
Yeah.
Till you post porn on your...
It has nothing to do
on your personal page on Twitter.
Like on Twitter, it's like the article or whatever you're clicking on has nothing to do. It's not risque at all. And then you go like top, like scroll down one or two comments. I'm like, cool, that's just
oh wow. Here we are,
some honkers, huh? let's
well, it's like people when just a couple months ago, people were posting like it only takes me 5 clicks on Instagram to find a video of someone getting killed or getting run over by something or just dying. Yep, and then they prove it. They record it. Open Instagram, scroll like a couple videos, and boom, there it is. Like, yep, here it is. Someone dying. Thanks, Instagram.
Yeah, but
good morning. Do you want to see someone dying? Yeah, yes, I do. Thank you.
Well, go to our YouTube, and you're not going to see people dying.
No, you'll see people dying on the inside, trying, like this.
And then give us a sub over there. It's, we're
we can handle it.
Yeah, slowly getting up to 420, baby.
Hell yeah, capping it off. Get in on the ground floor. Everyone.
Yeah. Buy in and sell.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
and sub.
Yeah. And then if you really like what you hear, you can invest in the podcast. the ROI on that's pretty good. So just for as little as $1 a month, we'll give you a shout out. But just double down for $2 a month. You get an extra episode every week. And if we miss an episode here on the main, which happens from time to time, we're getting jammed up with work. We're can't just sell all our amps and guitars, fire sale. But we had sometimes work schedules and shit like that. Anyways, not to make an excuse, we don't miss it over there on the Patreon. So and you get it's a totally different show too. So I might do another like I said, Patreon preview on the main here, so you can just see what it's about. And then we get a whole back catalog. We have more Patreon bonus episodes than we do the main ones.
Baby got back catalog. That's all I gotta say.
You get the RSS feed, and you can put that into your favorite podcatcher. Which I think there's a way I gotta update it to where you can start. I think they've changed it now to where you can take the RSS feed from Patreon and put it into Spotify. So I'm gonna get that going for everybody. So because I heard just having most people listen on Spotify, and it's like, oh yeah, no, some people say like, oh, I support you on Patreon, but I don't listen because it's a pain in the ass because the Patreon app sucks dick.
Yeah,
but I should be able to update that to where you take your the Patreon podcast bonus feed, put it into your Spotify, so you get the bonus episodes on your Spotify. Real nice. So keep an eye for that. I just gotta figure that out. I did see that was an update on Patreon. I just didn't know how to do it, so it scared me.
Boomer. Wow.
So just
that was like surround sound. It's almost like I said it.
Yeah.
Twice in my ear.
So nice. I said it twice. So just for the sport, we want to give you a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there for me?
I got it right here.
Why don't you give it to me, baby?
Give it to me, baby. It's almost like you're going to continue singing that. Like Elvis is here. Got Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove in Red 4, his synth project. We got Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Joe from the Like Mind Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, also the Just Surprise Me podcast. I gotta work on that one. I gotta practice that one in the mirror. A little slur there. We got slurred.
So it was kind of I was double fisting it this podcast, doing Arizona, Arnie Palm.
Yeah,
and then doing
I had
Liquid Death,
2 Freskies. So
and then
crossfaded on some Fresca and some Zen.
So went to a spot. The Arizona, still great buy for 99 cents, right?
Yeah.
Got it, just at Vaughn's, local establishment over here. 99 cents. There was one time I was like, oh, let me just grab a Arizona or Arnie Palm. Easy money, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize until like I got into the car and I was driving. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it Sharpie? They Sharpied over the 99 cents. I think they charged me $1.50. At this liquor store. I'm like, these pieces of shit. And I'm like, I mean, I respect the move, but god damn. Any which way they're screwing you. The fact that it was like a Sharpie over the 99 cents.
I remember hearing that it was pissing off Arizona when people were doing that. It's like, no, you bought it still for $1.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make up more money. But it's
or they
it's map pricing, everyone.
Yeah, or they Arizona still made the same profit off of it.
Yeah,
because Arizona's not selling it to the retailer for 99 cents.
No,
yeah. 30 cents or whatever, and then so like now they're making.
But they agree to sell it for that price.
Yeah, but it's like I'm like.
But it's probably unofficially whatever. Who cares?
But it's like, oh, it didn't say it on there. I'm like, yeah. You crossed it out. Anyways, I'm just saying. Get a load of this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, get some of those alcohol wipes. It comes right off.
Yeah,
and then you're like, it says it's a 99 cents.
Imagine just doing
bitch. Yeah. Well, let me just write 50 cents on here.
They're playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, in fact, I'll take what you got.
No. That's hitting him with the reverse Uno card.
Yeah, he's dumb. You're stealing from them now.
You have your own Sharpie. You're spinning it.
Yeah.
Fastest hands in the West. What do you think?
Yeah, it's magic. You just everything in the store is now
you write free.
All right, we got R.J. Smith with Teletalks, Televised Neon. We got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle, Hum. The H is important in that one. Kevin E. Quits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Times out of Nashville, Slashville.
Oh, yeah.
Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter from Nutter Guitars, also from Tennessee. I don't know if he's from Tennessee, but he's there in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig. Denny Whacked It.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Hale. Sorry. I was thinking of more funny names that we could, we didn't make them up, but, we could just add them in.
Yeah.
These are actually paying accounts, and
Yeah.
this is the names they choose.
Yeah.
Eric Merrill from YouTube, Instagram, and the Movie Podium podcast.
Movie Podium
Scott Hamilton. Pasta.
Endless pasta.
I'm here for the pasta. I heard it on the Tone Jerks podcast.
I heard you have endless chicken parm and angel hair pasta, pal.
That's not at all what I just did. I just accidentally made it. Pasta, blah, blah, blah. Hey, he said it was just like at Olive Garden.
Endless breadsticks.
Yeah, he said I was family, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. I got Matthew Fenslaw, Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, and Pete from over there, and that is the list.
And that's all she wrote. We will see you next time. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.